let's move on to the units of capacity. So I'm going to write units, so metric units of capacity. And before I talk about that, I want to say a couple of things. There is a relationship between the millimeter. So we'll say that the millimeter is equal to 1 cubic centimeter, okay? And written like this. So in medicine, we use the milliliters, and if you notice when you take medicine, it's like, oh, take 5 ml, 7 ml, some things like that. And the way that is derived is, I keep making a mistake right here, meter. It is because if you had a cube, okay, and the dimension of this cube was, I'm going to try my best to draw a cube, okay. It's not a perfect cube, but if we were to look at this cube, if this length, so it's 1 centimeter, and the height was also 1 centimeter, okay? The volume, okay, of this cube is 1 centimeter cubed because we multiply 1 times 1 times 1, so that equals, so 1 centimeter times 1 centimeter times 1 centimeter. Those are the measurements for volume. That gives us 1 centimeter cube. And from here we have that, so the capacity, if you were going to have a cube that has those dimensions, the way you would fill that cube is with 1 milliliter. So 1 milliliter equals to 1 centimeter cube, okay? That's a very important concept that I hope that you explore that and practice this a little bit. So, okay. So now let's talk about the measurements of, and same thing, okay, so with let me actually make the connection with 1 liter, okay. We'll have that 1 liter is defined as the capacity, and that's what it's called, units of capacity, okay, of a box that has 10 centimeters long on each side. For example, okay, so let me just draw my cube. Okay, terrible cube. But anyways, so if you have this 10 centimeters, 10 centimeters, and 10 centimeters, right, the volume for that cube would be 10 centimeters times 10 centimeters times 10 centimeters, which that would equal to 1,000 centimeters and cubed, okay, and 1 liter is equal to 1,000 centimeters cubed, okay. So now let's actually look at the units of capacity with the prefixes, okay. So the units of capacity in the metric system are 1 kiloliter. Remember that kilo means 1,000, so 1 kl is equal to 1,000 liters. 1 hectoliter, remember hecto means, I hope that you're saying this to yourself, but 100, so 100 liters. And if we have 1 deciliter, DAL is equal, deca is 10, right? And then we have like the basic one, the base, our base is 1, I'm gonna write it over here, 1 liter, which is 1L, okay? And then we have the decimal part, which is 1 deciliter, and abbreviated DL. Remember that deci means tenth, so 1/10 of a liter. And we have that 1 centiliter is equal to CL, which is 1/100th of a liter, so 0.1 of a liter. And then if we have 1 milliliter, 1 milliliter. ml is equal to 0.001, which is 1,000th of a liter. Okay, now let's do an example right here. Okay, so now what if I say convert 4,327 centiliters to liters? Actually, let's make this one a little bit more challenging. So hopefully if you were following along, you have different conversion rates. So if I say convert 4,327, we'll say milliliters to decaliters. Okay, so you want to be able to notice that here you have from milliliter, I mean to read, from milliliter, you can't go from milliliter to decaliter because the base unit is liter. So you would have to go from milliliter to liter and then to decaliter. Just like you can go, if you go from hours to seconds, you have to go hours, minutes, then seconds. There's a relationship between all three of them, but not a direct relationship. So what I would want to do here is I would say, okay, you know what? To be able to jump from milliliters to decaliters, first I have to go to liters. Okay, once I have liters, I can find decaliters. Okay, so if I look at this, I have to say, okay, what is the relationship between liters and milliliters? We know that 1 milliliter is equal to 1,000th of a 1,000 of a liter. So it's 1,000 of a liter. So I can write that here ml. So 1 ml is 1,000th of a liter. Now, if I want to look at the conversion rate between liters and decaliters, I know that what? That 1 decaliter is equal to 10 liters. So what do I have? I have 10 decaliters is equal to, 1 decaliter is equal to 10 liters. So all I have to do when I multiply, if you were to do this in your calculator, you would say, okay, 4,327 times 0.001 over 10, okay? So you would enter that in your calculator and you would get something like, so 4,327 times 0.001, that gives you 4.327, right? You want to divide that by 10. So that equals to 0.4327. So what do we have? We have that 4,327 milliliter is equal to 0.4327 decaliters. Okay. Now this is what I want you to try on your own. Try on your own before class. Is I want you to convert. And I want you to show me the conversions, okay? 1 hectoliter to centiliters. Okay, so this is what you have to do. Oops. And next, we have one more video that you want to watch. That you should watch, and this one is to convert between US customary units and metric units, okay? The video is coming up next, and that is the last one for this section.